from Blue Guardian. I'm here with one of our successful traders at Blue Guardian, and we're going to have a great chat to go through his trading career and how much of payouts he's made from Blue Guardian. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, hi, I'm Timothy. I'm from Germany. I'm 23 years old. I'm trading since like 4 years it's been now. And yeah, I've been with Blue Guardian like I think it's like above 2 years now. And like the last few months, it's getting every month a little bit better. And I got some payouts as well.
Oh, that's fantastic. Do you mind sharing how much you've actually made in payouts?
I have to watch 1 second. I'm
Yeah,
not
no worries.
exactly sure. It's been. I have to, it's like 3, 7, 8. I think like a little bit above $9,000.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's amazing work, mate. Well done. Um,
Yeah, thanks.
so no worries. So let's break down your trading career. How did you actually get started into trading? That'd be a great starting point.
Yeah, it's been like I said, it's 4 years ago. A friend of mine, he was in the prop trading game, and he was like, I have to try this too. And at the beginning, I struggled a lot with prop trading, and I even tried to trade some live accounts, but that's was not the best idea at the beginning.
Yeah.
So I think like the first two or like maybe even the first 3 years, I struggled really much with trading, and I needed a long time to get like from the mind to a good point to be profitable and consistent with my strategy and with my trading. And yeah, like the last 12 months, it's getting every month a little bit better, and I'm feeling more confident. And like the biggest problem for me personally was that my psychology was
Yeah.
like the biggest problem I had, and the last few months it's getting much better.
Yeah, perfect. That seems like to be a massive issue in a trading game. I had the same
Yeah,
issue. It was all about mindset and how you enter trades, and even being able to pull the trigger when you know it's a good setup.
yeah.
So yeah, I completely relate to that, mate. So with your strategy, do you trade on lower time frames, higher time frames, or is it a bit of mixture of both? Could you explain how you actually trade?
Yeah, nowadays I figure out that I trade like, yeah, like a little bit of my own style. At the beginning, I tried like every possible strategy out there, like every indicator and price action, support and resistance. Then, of course, I also trade ICT a long time, but at the end, I nowadays only trade on the naked chart. I only trade with, yeah, most of the time like liquidity and sessions. So like session highs and lows and some liquidity points and fair value gaps. And then mostly on the 15-minute time frame, that's my minimum entry. And I like to look at some order flow on the 1 hour or the 4 hour chart to get some confluence. And yeah, I try nowadays to not trade that much. I love scalping, but I figure out that if I scalp too much, like my mind is not, I trade too much, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's was not always the good things.
Yeah, it's finding that balance, and you don't want to overtrade, but then you don't want to take
Yeah,
no trade.
exactly.
So it's finding that a sweet spot.
Yes.
No, that's great. Do you have a pair that you trade, or is it kind of a mixture of forex and metals and yeah, what kind of?
Yeah, I only trade the euro US dollar. It's the
Okay,
only asset I trade. I Back in the days, I also trade some GBP JPY and GBP USD and sometimes gold, but I don't know, the last 12 to 24 months, I practice all my strategies and all my trading only on Euro USD because I don't know, the other pairs like was sometimes too much volatile, and I love to just have my basic setup. I always trade the same setup with most of the time the same risk, the same lots. So I don't have to, yeah, calculate all the stuff. So I just wait for my setup and I can enter, and I always know it's the same chart, the same pair,
yeah,
same lots, everything the same.
perfect. Yeah, having that like kind of mechanical framework helps
Yes,
massively when it comes to
exactly.
trading.
Yes.
That's great. So how did you kind of change going from trying to trade a demo and a live account to transfer into a prop firm account? did you kind of have to adapt your strategy and your kind of thinking around trading?
Yeah, of course. Like in the beginning, my first experience with prop trading, I over risked. Like the first challenge I bought, I breached in like 1 or 2 days because I didn't really know how to calculate the risk to my live account, which I trade before prop firms.
Yeah,
And yeah, it's takes some times to really establish a good risk management for prop trading. Or like in the beginning, I preached like 9 out of 10 accounts in phase one,
yeah,
and over the time I knew, okay, I had to manage my risk properly. And yeah, not thinking I'm trading a live account. I think of, okay, I need to get like this 8% on Blue Guardian phase one. So I calculate all this risk a little bit better. And over the time, I learned, okay, when is the right time to risk maybe a little bit more if you're more on the profit in phase one. Because, of course, it's a little bit harder to get the 8% than in phase two, the 4%. And yeah, over the time, I get some feelings like, okay, when did my psychology gets me to over risk, and when is it really clever to maybe risk a little bit more than usual, and when it's better to risk a little bit less than usual.
yeah, definitely, 100%. So when it come to trading your prop firm account, how many attempts did it take you to start seeing that success coming in the past the account and actually start to draw profits from it?
Yeah, if I look in my client area over here, I see I started the mid of 2024 with a 10K account. So I, at this point in my trading career, I stopped trading for a few months at 2024 and like renew everything and get some new strategy, back tested really much, improve my psychology. And then I saw very, very fast some good results. So I failed my first 25K account, and the next one I passed and got funded. And
Brilliant.
that's like my pattern at the time. Normally I need 1 or 2 accounts to get to a funded account with good risk management. It takes a little bit more time than like last of for 2 years, but this for me is more consistent because I know, okay, it's I I likely take a challenge for 3, 4, or 5 weeks, but pass it with a higher rate than just go over trade and maybe even pass the challenge very fast. But yeah, it's like you buy 5 challenges and pass one. It's in 1 week, but at the end the consistency is not that good. And even on funded accounts, I also lost much more funded accounts at this time.
Yeah.
And nowadays I risk a little bit less and think of the long term, and it works better for me.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good way of looking at it, thinking of the long term instead of short term gains.
Yeah,
Because and I think the issue a lot of people have, they get their funded account, they're like, oh, I can finally start generating money now. And they
yeah,
go kind of all in on trades and try and get as much as they can quite quickly. And
yeah.
it doesn't work that way, does it?
Yeah, of course, that's like in the beginning. I also have this thoughts like if you then at the point you get like after 5 accounts you get funded and you see like okay every dollar you make profit, it's like maybe it's money you can pay out, and
Yeah,
then your mind, your psychology is much more likely to overtrade and to risk too much and lose the account very, very fast.
100%, mate. So when it comes to obviously learning how to trade, I know you mentioned ICT earlier. Did you pay for any courses or was it kind of all just free materials online?
It's like everything, mate. In the first year, it's my first year of trading was only YouTube. I wrote down every topic of trading which I want to know some stuff like support and resistance, some patterns, indicators, candlestick patterns, and I watch like every video out there to get the best knowledge. And yeah, over the time I also paid very much in some courses, but in the end I have to say there wasn't one good course that really make me a better trader. It's more like the experience of what you shouldn't do and learning from that. But at the end, it's, I mean, yeah, of course, a few YouTube videos yeah, was very good for me. But in the end, it's like experience from everything, and it's not that one guy or one course or one video was like a breakthrough or something. It's just the experience over the time.
Yeah, it's like a collective kind of gaining that experience from
Yeah.
different avenues and stuff. And I think a lot of traders kind of get in the habit of trying a strategy and joining a course for a couple of weeks, not
Mm.
working for them because they didn't give it a chance, and then they switch from another course, and they're
Yeah.
spending all this money and they're just hopping to and from, which is a bad habit to get into. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, so with your funded account, so what made you kind of choose Blue Guardian?
Yeah, Blue Guardian was like one of my first prop firms actually. At the beginning, of course I just know from FTMO and my Forex funds at that time.
Yeah,
So this was like the only two prop firms I knew at the beginning. And then I wanted to, yeah, just knew more about the prop firm game. And I found a YouTube review about Blue Guardian. And yeah, it seemed like the same as FTMO, but like with better prices, better challenges. And I tried it, and yeah, I liked the spread, the commissions, and since then I always stayed with Blue Guardian. So it's
that's great
for
to
me
hear.
personally one of the best, maybe just the best prop firm out there.
That's what we like to hear. Perfect. So, and how was your payout process like? Was that fast? Was that on time? Did you get your payout? Yeah, was it all good?
Yeah, it's like the 90% I would say was like in a day or maybe two. There
Yeah,
was just one little issue at I think it was my second payout, but I'm not sure what was the issue exactly there. But I mean, it was also just 4 or 5 days, so it's
yeah.
never was any struggle. So nowadays the payout was in like 24 hours, so it's perfectly fast.
Oh, fantastic. That's what we like to hear. And with your trading career now, obviously you've got this funded account and you're generating a lot of profits from it. So how are you going to advance your kind of career now? Are you going to dig deeper and get some more funded prop firm accounts, take more challenges and grow your portfolio? Or are you going to also grow a live account in the background from the profits you're generating from the prop firms like Blue Guardian to
Mm.
put into your live account?
Yeah, that's of course the long time plan for me.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I'm again on the challenge at Blue Guardian, and maybe through the special you now have going on with the buy one get one, I will get my next challenge.
Mhm.
And yeah, I want to get like the maximum allocation at Blue Guardian. That's my goal, of course. And then, yeah, I got some, I have to spend little money at my personal life, and the rest I want, of course, long time getting into a life account. And yeah, the prop firm industry, in my opinion, it's very good nowadays. It's the best it's ever been for me. But long term, it's always a little bit safer to get some own money and stack up some life accounts. And yeah, it's like profits. You always, it's your own money. It's like even a little bit better for your mind to know, okay, this is my money. I can withdraw it anytime, do everything I want with it. So of course, long term, I want to trade with a life account. But
Yeah,
nowadays, I didn't trade on a life
yeah. I
account.
think that's having the balance of the two, so you can have that funded account and also your own live account with your own money in it, and you can just kind of pump it up with whatever you're generating from your prop firm
Yeah,
accounts.
exactly. Yes.
It's like a machine, isn't it? Can keep growing it.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So, what kind of motivates you? Because I know some trading weeks you might not even have a trade. Kind of what motivates you to keep pushing? Because trading is not for the weak-hearted. It's a hard industry to get into, and some weeks there might not be a trade to take. So, what kind of motivates you to keep going?
Yeah, that's a good question. Like my friend who's introduced me into prop trading, he quits trading last year. And he also asked me how do you do this and how do you keep motivated? I'm not 100% sure. It's like when I started with trading in general, I just falling in love with trading. It's for me it's not, I mean, of course the money is like it's one of the main reasons to trade, but for me it's even this technical part, like to watch these charts every day moving. I don't know what it is, but I love it. I love to
Yeah.
see it every day. Even if I don't trade, I love to, yeah, maybe just put some trades that I could take, or maybe predict the market. I don't know. It's like every day you don't know what's happened. You can't yeah, you can't know what happened tomorrow, what happened in next week. So it's like every day it's something new in the markets, and I don't know. It's like
Yeah.
something that fascinating me, and I love it every day.
Lovely. Yeah, I think it takes a special type of person to be, commit themselves and find it almost entertaining in a way.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people look at the charts and be like, "Oh, this is terrible."
Yeah,
It's
I know.
horrible
I
to look
know
at.
some people they
Yeah,
struggle to look like 3 hours on the chart. For me, it's like I could watch 10 hours on this
yeah,
chart and I
exactly.
never get bored. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's like some people have it, some people don't.
yeah, exactly that, mate. Exactly. So when I finish these interviews, I like to ask you, as a successful trader yourself, what kind of advice would you give to people who are maybe starting their own career in trading and maybe taking their first Blue Guardian challenge account? What kind of advice would you give them?
For me, like the best things I did in my trading career was backtesting. It was journal and backtesting. Um, and yeah, maybe like even live backtesting. So not just go in the past and backtest. So get a strategy and like just get a demo account, trade 2, 3, 4 months on this demo account. Even if, yeah, I know it's not that interesting. It's like a little bit boring to trade on demo account. But for me, it's a big difference if you backtest in the past or if you test your strategy on a demo account to see what are you doing when you're trading live. It's a big difference for me. And yeah, of course, the psychology was a very, very hard thing to me to learn, to not overtrade, because I love scalping. Like I said, I love to watch the
Yeah,
charts every day. So my fingers always want to take a trade. And yeah, it was really hard for me to really learn watching the charts, but don't take trades. So good training for me was like watching the charts and don't trade. Even if the setup looks amazing, just learn to see this opportunity and don't take a trade. So it's training my mind to, okay, I don't have to always take a trade that looks nice. So just little bit trading less is in the end likely better than taking every trade you could take.
yeah, that's some fantastic advice there, mate. Thank you for that. Yeah, and like I say, that's the end of the interview. I want to say thank you for taking part and giving some great advice and kind of sharing your career in trading. It's been really valuable, and I hope all the viewers can take some key points away and take it into their own trading careers. And also, well done on your success, mate. You're killing it at the moment, so keep pulling that profit. And yeah, wish you all the best.
Yeah, thanks for the invite. It's really lovely, and I hope everyone out there pushing to their limits and get to their dreams.
Perfect. Thank you very much.